Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm traveling in Budapest. It's a beautiful city. Currently, for most of the people, it is quite easy and common to travel around the globe. However, for us Chinese, it might be difficult sometimes. So today I'm going to tell you guys how difficult it is for Chinese to travel around the globe. In the past, before the year of 2000, I remember people could not go out for personal issues. For example, if I want to go abroad for a vacation, it's a big no in China. Anyone who wants to travel around the globe, the first step is to have an invitation letter, either from the government or some state-owned companies or organizations. Without the invitation letter, we couldn't even have our passport. Currently, though, China entered WTO and the globalization made Chinese government open the gate and let people travel without too many limitations. However, people can also be controlled at the airport, and there is a term in Chinese we call border control, which means that when you want to get out of the country, the custom will stop you. Because currently, we could be arrested for what we have talked before. So anybody who wants to let other people know the truth, he might be arrested and would not have any chances to go out again. Which means that if we do not control our mouth, then the government will control us. The second reason is the visa problems. For most of the people, if you just go out for a short visit, either business trips or just for sightseeing, these purposes, you don't need to have permissions before entering a country. As long as you have a valid passport and you got your plane tickets, then you're free to go. However, for Chinese people, we need to apply for visas for most of the countries that you will heard of, especially for Western countries and developed countries. Even if our neighbor countries, Japan and South Korea, we need visas before we go. And sometimes, even if we just stay at airports, a flight transfer visa will be a must. And how to apply for a visa, most of you guys don't know. First, we need to download PDF forms from the official website, write the forms, and then provide our photos, provide our copies of our ID and our travel certifications. And also we need a letter either from our school campus or from our company saying that we're either a full-time student or a full-time worker with a stable job. And for people who are already working, we also need to show our bank accounts, the records, saying that our money cash flow is normal and we have enough ability to stay in that country and then get back later on. So we need to prove a lot of things, sometimes including our housing and our cars, to let foreign countries' government know we will not stay in that country for jobs or immigration. We have good life in China and we will definitely get back. And sometimes if we need some vacation and to go out, the first step, we need permissions from the company as well. Because if we need a letter from the company saying that we're having a stable job here, sometimes the company would not allow us to go. Because currently, in China, bosses are not like Western bosses. Our bosses prefer us to work longer and longer. So sometimes if we do not have the permission for vacation, then we cannot take leaves. So visa problems, vacation problems, these are already stressful before going out. The third factor is not a problem, but it's a kind of phenomenon. In many Asian countries, parents are quite conservative. They prefer to protect their kids instead of letting themselves to try different things and make mistakes so that they can learn a lot more. So it's quite difficult compared to Western parents. Because Asian parents, they prefer to shoulder less responsibilities, and they think if kids make mistakes, then it'll be quite risky for them to shoulder the mistakes made by the kids. So most of the Chinese, you will see, we do not have enough independency. And when we go out, sometimes we will be afraid of unpredictable problems. That's why many people would not dare to travel around the globe by themselves. They prefer to join some tourism groups, or they prefer to go with their family members or go with their friends. And sometimes if other people are busy, they would not choose to go out because they are afraid of the outside world. And of course, we do have some visa exemption countries. But these countries are probably the places that you have never heard of. And whenever the Chinese government announced the visa exemption countries for us, there are plenty of jokes from our Chinese people. Let's see them one by one. Joke number one. Oh my God, these countries, even if Dora would not dare to go. Remember Dora? Dora is the cartoon image. She is a brave girl and traveling around. Second joke. When you go to these countries, after landing, you will see all residents there are saying hi on the trees. Joke number three. Chinese passport holders are the most adventurous in this world. Last joke. Every time when Chinese government announced some visa exemption countries for us, I can always learn some new geographic knowledge. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon in my next episode. Thank you.